So you've written 9 books. Which one took is that right? 9 books?
Yep.
9 books for yourself. Which one took the longest to write, and why do you think that is?
Always the first one. The first one always takes the longest, I think. Just to get started, you don't know where you're going. You don't have your habits down. And my first one, I was in the Air Force for 28 years. And during my first duty assignment, I had a stalker. I had somebody breaking into my house, messing with my phones. Very creepy. Not creepy enough, so I had to kill off a few people. And then I turned that into my first book, The Obsession. And that whole process probably took 4 years because I wrote all the real stuff first. I wrote all the stalker parts, and then I set it aside, and I came back and I'd look at it and I go, it's not, it didn't have enough punch. It sucked. It sucked to have a stalker, but it didn't have enough punch to sell. So that's when I went back and I added in, interspersed in the chapters, the murder parts. At a book signing this Saturday, I was telling somebody that story, and they go, "Wait a minute, you murdered people?" And I'm like, "No, it's in the book. It's in the book. It's not real." Anyway, and then I thought I was done because you usually start with what you know.
Right.
And people kept asking me, though, for more Jackie, who's the main character. And they wanted to know, well, what happened after the end of the book? I'm not going to tell you what happened. And I said, I don't know. I wrote my story. And then one day I got mad at my husband. So I killed him in the second book. Don't tell him that part, though. He hasn't read it. Don't tell him.
What a cliffhanger.
Exactly. So in Wind the Clock, Jackie goes off to Germany. She's working for the Inspector General's office. And while she's there, there's a plane crash. It looks very similar to a scenario she wrote for an exercise. So she gets blamed for it and has to figure out who did it to get OSI off her case.
Oh, wow. So are you Jackie?
Jackie is the main character. So yes, it was based on my stalker experience.
Well, hello, Jackie.
And I am working on the third one where she's up at the Pentagon and she's working for the Sexual Assault Prevention Response Office.
You may know him as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I know him as just a man who has done incredible things for the last few decades. But how can you use his techniques in your business? I'll show you exactly how. Head on over to ZackMillerSays.com/The Rock, and you can smell what he's cooking.
Nice.
Always a treat, Zach.
It's different. Look, I wrote a book called Anomaly. I have to do things that are different. Like a poster of The Rock. Like, it's interesting.
Okay.
You have your quilt. I have my rock. Tim
Right.
has his whiteboard with nothing on it. I mean, it's perfect. He has medals too to the side of it, but we can't really see those.
Right.